Our next guest, Courtney Becker, is a Notre Dame junior pursuing a major in film, television, and theater who was recently elected as the editor-in-chief of Notre Dame's student-run newspaper, The Observer. For Courtney, leading The Observer runs in her family. Her father, Kevin, served as editor-in-chief during his time at Notre Dame, and her mother, Mary, was assistant news editor and in charge of the editorial content for the Hesburgh Year's issue. Courtney's parents actually met while working together at The Observer, and I'm pleased to be joined now by Courtney, Kevin, and Mary. So, Courtney, tell us about this journey and how you think your parents impacted that for you.
Well, I always knew I wanted to come to Notre Dame, and that's probably largely due to my parents. And I started working in student journalism in high school and just kind of fell in love with it. And I remembered being really little and my dad bringing me into the LaFortune Student Center to show me his name on the plaque of all the editors-in-chief.
Wow.
So I really just kind of came in here with working for The Observer being a goal.
So when you got the news that you were the editor-in-chief, who did you call first, mom or dad? Or was it a joint FaceTime situation?
I called my mom and told her to put it on speakerphone. So
Okay.
She might have been tipped off first, but they both found out at the same time.
Okay. And are mom and dad here? Do we have them? They were supposed to be on video, but okay. What was their reaction when, oh, there they are, Kevin and Mary, hi!
Hey.
What was your reaction when you found out that Courtney was elected editor-in-chief, something that, being a part of something that has meant so much to both of you?
Oh, we were thrilled for her. It was very exciting, and we knew she was going to love it, every minute of it. We knew that when she joined The Observer her freshman year. So this was just more of the same. It's very fun.
What advice did you give to her as far as following both of your footsteps?
Yeah.
Oh, get some sleep. I mean, it's a long journey, and I think for me, hearing she was the editor is like, probably Mike Golick seeing his kid put on the Notre Dame uniform for the first time.
Aww.
And I think that's really what it's like when you spend a lot of time on campus trying to impact student lives, and she's doing the same thing, and it's just a great opportunity to watch her have that experience, and it's one of those things that Notre Dame gives you, right? So we have a lot of legacies, and the opportunity to do things that we did as students, and our kids get to do it. That's a Notre Dame experience. It's great.
For either of you, was there a story that you remember covering that you told Courtney about?
I remember late night changing the paper at the last minute. Actually, it was when Reagan bombed Libya, and we were ready to go, and I thought, I'm going to check the AP wire one more time, and that turned out to be a mistake in a way because we were there for another couple of hours. So I always tell her, check it before you go, but be prepared if there's breaking news.
Great advice. Have you had any breaking news?
Yes, the student government election gave us quite a few nights of breaking news.
And you felt maybe better prepared to handle that?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if my mom could change the entire front page at 4 a.m. or whatever it was, I could do it at 1 a.m. So,
what's a favorite story that you have covered or been a part of?
oh, wow. I really enjoyed getting to tell the stories of our DACA students on campus this past fall. Thought it was a very important story to tell for those students who might not be able to get their voices out there as easily as others, and I really hope we did their stories justice.
Being from a journalism family, what advice would you give to somebody who's maybe thinking about a career in journalism or even joining The Observer at Notre Dame?
The first piece of advice would be definitely join The Observer because you get so much experience working on a daily independent student-run newspaper, I mean, we are in charge of all the editorial content we produce, and there's really no experience like that as a college student. So getting that experience of 5 days a week, putting out at least 12 pages where students have run down the stories, written them, produced the paper and laid it all out and everything, that's really incomparable experience.
And then quickly, you talked about experience. What are your post-Notre Dame plans?
I'm hoping to take everything I've learned from The Observer and go into a career in journalism. So.
And I'm sure you will have no issues. Best of luck to you, and thank you to your parents as well for joining us. That was awesome.